Hi all, my name is Ryan and welcome to my channel What the Pop, where we discuss pop culture in general and Buffy a lot. If you like what I do, please like, subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you have friends that like Buffy, share it with them. It all helps the algorithm. The usual spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Buffy at least once, I may talk about things in each episode that relate to future plot points. So if you don't like spoilers, I suggest you subscribe and come back after you've watched it all. Now today we are discussing Season 1, Episode 7, Angel. A plot summary. Rip Zachary, we knew ye well. Master sends a 3. Fumigation party at the Bronze. Buffy is a downer. Buffy leaves. Jump by the 3. All Buffy's skill and Slayer strength are a no-show. Swoon. Angel saves her. Buffy saves him. Both of them run. Angel gets his shirt off. Cute flirting. Vampires killed his family. Technically not a lie. Angel doesn't snore. He doesn't breathe, so he definitely doesn't snore. Darla kills the 3 because they failed. Food in a bag. Apparently Buffy doesn't own plates. Angel wants to kiss her. She wants him too. Arousal. Eek! He's a vampire! Vampires aren't people, they're demons. Darla visits Angel, they have history. Learn of Angelus was a vicious, violent animal. Darla attacks Joyce, frames Angel. Buffy goes after him. Darla likes BDSM. Buffy hunts Angel, can't kill him. Learn of the curse, he can't feed from her. Darla shows up with guns that have infinite bullets. Angel stakes her. Buffy and Angel, angst, they kiss. Her cross burns him, love hurts. So let me start this by revealing a little about myself. If you want to know whether I'm likely to enjoy a show, just ask yourself, would a teenage girl find this good? Because apparently the things that teenage girls love, I love too. So the whole supernatural drama category of teen fantasy, where there's always a great love between someone who's a human and someone who is supernatural, it appeals to me. So you can imagine how this episode made me feel when I first watched it, because I was a teen at the time, okay? And it still makes me feel that way, and I will ship Buffy and Angel until the end of time. And this episode pretty much set the standard for most supernatural teenage fantasy love tropes that we see today. However, I'm about to rant and tear some strips off this episode because this is some really poor writing. It should come as no surprise to any person that the same person who wrote this episode wrote the god-awful Teacher's Pet, which is the absolutely worst written episode of Buffy. So the first thing I want to address is something that happens fairly often in Buffy, and it's probably my biggest gripe with the entire series, and that's Buffy's fluctuating power levels. Now, Buffy and Slayers in general are supposed to be something that the vampires and monsters and demons all fear. This single powerful female whose job it is to annihilate them. What's more, she's basically a Terminator. It doesn't matter if you kill her, she'll be back. And another one will come, and another one will come, and another one will come. There's no stopping the Slayers. Angel at some point in the future says to Buffy, you're stronger than I am. Now Angel is a 240-year-old vampire, and vampires seem to get stronger the longer they exist. This indicates that Buffy should have a significant amount of strength, but we regularly see episodes where Buffy is struggling with even newly created vampires. As Giles said in Never Kill a Boy on the First Date, it should be plunge, move on, plunge, move on. And in context of how powerful Buffy supposedly is, that's exactly how it should be. None of this extended fight scene stuff. Now obviously it's done for the entertainment value. The fights coupled with all vampires developing martial arts skills make for some good action scenes. But you have a Slayer here who goes toe to toe with Glory, God, in Season 5, yet still get overpowered by some lesser vampires. Now in this episode it's especially egregious because she gets attacked and overpowered by the 3 in a completely contrived plot device just to enable Angel to rescue her. She's a Slayer with super strength who just got overpowered by these guys, and Angel easily holds his own against them. That right there should have been enough to tell her that he's not entirely human, or at least has some form of supernatural assistance. What's worse is that the plot device conveniently gets taken care of by the Master himself due to some bullcrap warrior code, which highlights all the more that they were just a plot device and not part of the plot itself. So you conveniently have Buffy, our supposed symbol of female empowerment, being a damsel in distress to a contrived plot device to be rescued by a man. It's not only internally inconsistent with the law of the universe, it goes against everything Buffy is supposed to be, and is just bad writing in general. And it gets given a pass in this episode by most people because the episode is the real start to the whole Buffy Angel forbidden love narrative, so it gets overlooked. Going forward, Buffy only ever seems to be as powerful as the plot requires her to be, and it is frustrating as hell. You need her to be a damsel in distress, she's suddenly fragile and weak. You need an extended fight scene, then she's only moderately strong. You need her to take on a god, and again she's a superhero who can hold her own. The inconsistencies in Slayer's strength and abilities from week to week are one of my biggest annoyances with the show. Now, I've remarked before how much of a douchebag Xander is in these earlier seasons. But here we get to see it in full glory, and this time he doesn't have a hyena spirit to blame. What's worse is that his actions aren't on some noble level. It is a matter of, well, Buffy is the Slayer and Angel is an evil vampire and therefore he must be slain. Nope, it's a matter of, that guy is hunky as hell and you like him and he's competition and I really want him out of the way. It's simply a matter of jealousy. We saw the lengths that Xander will try to go to with Owen in Never Kill a Boy on the First Date, saying things like she doesn't like to be touched or she doesn't like to dance. But the only thing he didn't do was piss on Buffy and mark her as his own territory, but he damn well would have if he could have. What's worse here with Xander's actions is that it's the exact opposite of what he expected from everyone in regards to his actions when he was possessed. He is a hypocrite of the highest magnitude. The order of these episodes is no accident. The pack precedes this episode precisely to give us a blueprint of how it expected us to react to the knowledge that Angel is a vampire with a soul. In that episode, we didn't hold Xander accountable for his actions when he was possessed by the hyena spirit, and similarly, we shouldn't hold Angel responsible for the things he did when he was soulless. They are the responsibility of the demon controlling his meat suit, and not of Angel the man. Xander, however, chooses to ignore all that, because he's a giant jealous douchebag. He just wants Angel taken off the board. Now when Giles finds out that Darla was responsible for attacking Joyce and not Angel, he realizes that Angel isn't evil, and that it will hurt Buffy immensely if she kills him over it and finds out he wasn't responsible for it. Compare this to Xander's reaction at the end of season 2. When Willow told him to tell Buffy that she thinks she can restore Angel's soul, he doesn't tell Buffy. He tells Buffy to kick Angel's ass. Again, just trying to get him off the board. He doesn't care about how it will affect Buffy and what it will do to her emotionally and psychologically. He just cares that it will get Angel out of the way so he has more of a chance. As I said in Teacher's Pet, his love for Buffy is based entirely on his penis. He doesn't love her, it's pure carnal lust. And every other guy is just competition. His jealousy makes him do gross douchey things that he constantly gets away with, and he never gets called out for it. We see in this episode what a soul does to a person. In Buffy, it is what gives humans a moral conscience. It enables them to determine right from wrong. Now, people may not always make the moral choice, but they have the capability of making that choice due to having a soul. Compare this with soulless vampires who, like Xander in the previous episode when possessed, was a slave to their more primal urges. Now, the unique situation of Angel is that when his soul is restored, the demon is still inside him, but the soul gives him control. However, the demon is necessary. Remember that a vampire is undead, i.e. the person had to die before the demon could take control of the now vacant body. If Angel's demon side was removed, for example in an exorcism or something, Angel would simply be dead again. It's the demon that keeps him alive. And having control of a demon-infused corpse has its benefits. Angel is able to use the abilities that come with being a demon, the heightened strength, the fast healing, etc. But compare this to other forms of possession that we have seen. Xander in the last episode, or Buffy and Angel in the Season 2 episode, I Only Have Eyes for You. In those cases, the spirits that take control of them push the human soul into the background and just take over. This suggests that the demon essence that created all these vampires isn't particularly powerful, just plentiful. It multiplies like an amoeba. In fact, Giles refers to possession as an infection. On having the demon inside him, Angel says that it's a struggle, that he's always fighting the urge, and the rather direct drug addiction reference is reinforced when Darla offers him the unconscious but bleeding Joyce and says, "Just say yes," a direct play on the Just Say No anti-drugs campaign. Clearly having a soul enables him to fight the urge and make the moral choice, but it is a fight. When he's aroused by kissing Buffy, he loses that control and vamps out. Similarly, when offered the bleeding Joyce, the demon comes to the surface. The Gypsy Curse, however, is truly evil, because while it does mean that the demon who killed their clanswoman suffers, it also means that Angel, the man, who had nothing to do with the death of the Gypsy girl, also suffers. Liam, Angel's real name, wasn't there when Angelus killed the Gypsy girl. Yet the Gypsies tear Liam's soul from whatever afterlife it had been resting in order to torture the demon who wears his face. But the side effect of this is that Liam is also being unjustly tortured, feeling regret and remorse and loathing who he is for acts that he didn't commit. But so bound together are they now that Angel refers to the acts that Angelus did as the ones that he did. We talked previously about accountability and said that one can't really be held accountable for what they did when they were possessed by a demon or a spirit. But it is exactly what the Gypsies have done. They've held Liam accountable for the actions of the demon wearing his face. It's a wicked curse with a heinous side effect, and one has to wonder if the Gypsies really knew what they were inflicting upon Angel when they cast it. Because if they did, their actions are truly immoral, and the curse, regardless of the justification for it, is unforgivable. Darla gets dusted in this episode, but is resurrected again on the Angel show. This is the first time we see Buffy wielding a crossbow, and true to form, she kinda sucks with it. She doesn't hit Angel with the first shot, she misses on purpose with the second, and doesn't hit Darla's heart with the third. Her aim never gets much better. Her kill rate with a crossbow over the seasons is very low. Darla makes a snide comment that Buffy would never kiss Angel with his vamp face, which turns out to be completely incorrect. In a future ep, Buffy will kiss him in vamp face, and when Angel says she shouldn't have to kiss him like this, she says she doesn't even notice. My favourite quote in this episode would just be the smacking sound of Buffy and Angel's lips, because I ship them so much. But my actual favourite quote is, apart from Cordelia ranting about dresses and free trade agreements, it's from Buffy herself. "Cool, crossbow, check out these babies. Good base steaks, hello flying fatally. What can I shoot?" Buffy may be a really bad shot with a crossbow, but as a martial artist of almost 3 decades, I share her enthusiasm for new weapons. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this look into the Buffyverse, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you feel that I missed anything of importance in this episode, or disagreed with anything I said, put it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.